Gunfire shatters the speakeasy. Bottles explode. Men dive beneath tables. Yet outside, America calls alcohol illegal. So why is Prohibition creating fortunes and corpses tonight? Behind locked doors, champagne flows freely, while federal agents search empty streets. A law promising morality has quietly created America's most profitable criminal marketplace overnight. Chicago is drowning in bootleg liquor, bribery, and fear. One question remains: who discovered that banning alcohol could build an empire more powerful than government? The answer began with a constitutional amendment, backed by churches, reformers, and politicians who believed removing alcohol would heal America's families and strengthen its future. On January 17, 1920, the 18th Amendment took effect. Suddenly, manufacturing, selling, and transporting alcohol became federal crimes across the United States almost overnight. But millions of Americans did not suddenly stop drinking. Demand remained enormous, and whenever demand survives, someone finds a way to supply it illegally. Somehow, illegal distilleries appeared in forests, garages, basements, and hidden warehouses. Trucks crossed borders at night, carrying liquor toward cities hungry for something forbidden. In secret. Then came speakeasies, secret bars hidden behind ordinary doors, coded passwords, concealed entrances, and jazz-filled rooms where prohibition became irrelevant after sunset. All across Chicago, every bottle now carried risk, but risk created profit. The more dangerous alcohol became, the more valuable every shipment became to organized criminals in cities. Among the men watching this new economy was a ruthless Chicago gangster who understood something politicians had missed. Prohibition had transformed liquor into pure gold. Al Capone did not merely sell alcohol. He built systems, recruited soldiers, bought silence, and treated organized crime like a modern corporation with ruthless efficiency. His empire depended on logistics. Trucks moved liquor, warehouses stored it, speakeasies sold it, and armed crews protected every stage from competitors and police alike. Money opened doors that guns could not. Police officers accepted bribes, politicians received favors, and witnesses suddenly discovered powerful reasons to forget what they saw. Capone's organization became a shadow government, collecting profits from alcohol. While institutions struggled to enforce a law millions considered unreasonable and outdated, in plain sight, Chicago's streets became battlegrounds. Rival gangs fought for territory, shipments, and control, turning ordinary neighborhoods into dangerous fronts in a billion-dollar underground war. Without warning, then came February 14, 1929. 7 men connected to a rival gang were lined against a garage wall awaiting execution. In silence and helpless, men wearing police uniforms entered the building. Moments later, machine guns erupted. When the shooting stopped, 7 bodies lay motionless across the floor. In seconds, the St. Valentine's Day Massacre shocked America because violence was no longer hidden inside criminal circles. It had become impossible for the public to ignore. Newspapers demanded action. Politicians faced pressure. Federal investigators realized defeating organized crime would require more than chasing armed gangsters through Chicago's streets and his agents. One investigator became famous for refusing to bend. Elliot Ness, leader of a federal team determined to attack Capone's empire without accepting bribes or money. The group became known as the Untouchables because bribes could not easily buy their cooperation. Their strategy targeted Capone's operations, finances, and illegal breweries nationwide. Raids seized equipment and alcohol. Arrests disrupted shipments, but Capone remained difficult to touch because witnesses disappeared, police were compromised, and evidence remained scarce nationwide. Then investigators found another weapon. Capone's criminal empire generated enormous income, but proving murder was difficult. Proving unpaid taxes could be far easier. At last, federal prosecutors followed the money. They reconstructed financial records, tracked hidden income, and built a case around something unexpectedly powerful: Capone's obligation to pay taxes. In 1931, Al Capone was convicted of tax evasion. The gangster who had survived bullets, raids, and rival killers was finally defeated by paperwork. His imprisonment exposed the weakness beneath the empire. Without its leader, the organization could no longer project the same authority, fear, or influence across Chicago. Meanwhile, America was changing. The Great Depression made enforcement expensive, while many citizens increasingly questioned whether prohibition was worth its enormous social and economic costs. On December 5, 1933, the 21st Amendment repealed prohibition. After nearly 14 years, America officially ended its national experiment with banning alcohol. Legally. But repeal did not erase the damage. Prohibition had already professionalized organized crime, strengthened criminal networks, and taught criminals how profitable illegal markets could become. It also changed law enforcement. Federal agencies expanded their reach. Investigators developed new financial strategies, and organized crime became a permanent national priority. For decades,